Good morning, all. Continuing with the last lecture. In last lecture, we have seen evaluate this integration along the straight line from z equal to 0 to z equal to 1 plus I. So, this first part we have seen in last lecture. So, this next part is we have to evaluate this integration along the real axis from z equal to 0 to z equal to 1. Real axis means your x axis, and the path, this is your path. The type of the example is the integration function is given and path equation is given. So here the path equation, directly path equation is not given, the points are given. So the path is along the real axis, means on the x axis there is a path and the points are given. This path goes from z equal to 0 to z equal to 1. So z equal to 0, this is your point in complex number or complex form. You can take xy point from this z equal to 0 and z equal to 1, so that we can get xy point to plot on the xy graph to get the path direction. So here the next part is first we have to get the path equation. So the path direction is from z equal to 0 to z equal to 1. So from that these are your complex number, and complex number we can't get the points on this xy axis. So we have to convert this z equal to 0 and z equal to 1 into the xy point, and then we can plot these points on this xy graph. So here z equal to 0, how to plot the complex number on xy plane or xy axis. So just compare that z equal to point with x plus iy. So z equal to 0 means 0 plus 0i, and we have to compare this 0 plus 0i with x plus iy. So we get x equal to 0 and y equal to, y means ith coefficient. So here ith coefficient is 0, so y equal to 0. X is 0, y is 0. After comparison we get xy values, that is xy point. So z equal to 0 means xy point is 0, 0. And z equal to 1 means compare again this 1 with x plus iy. So we get 1 means your real part. So we get x equal to 1, and y means in this z equal to 1 there is no any term of I multiplication. That is, the ith term is absent in z equal to 1. So y coefficient we have to take as 0. Here ith coefficient is y, here ith coefficient is absent, hence take y equal to 0 and x is your 1. So here point is x equal to 1 and y is absent, that is y equal to 0. So the point is 1, 0. So z equal to 0 means xy point is 0, 0. Z equal to 1 means xy point is 1, 0. So we can plot these 2 points. 0, 0 means origin. So the path starts from this origin, and xy means 1, 0. 1, 0, this point lies on the x-axis. So randomly you can take on this x-axis. So this is your 1, 0 point. So the path is from, you can named these points as O and A. So in this example, second example, the path is OA. So what is the equation of this path OA? So path OA is your straight line which is on the x-axis. So any straight line on x-axis or any straight line which is parallel to x-axis has the equation as x equal to A. So here, any straight line which is on x-axis or any straight line which is parallel to x-axis, it has the equation y equal to 0. So path is OA and its equation is y equal to 0. So the example is converted into previous example. that is we have given the integration function and path equation. So how to solve this type of example? So first, what is the path equation is y equal to 0. So we have to first find dz value. Dz value we have to take from z value. So we know z is equal to x plus iy. So dz means we have to take the derivative on both sides. So z derivative is dz with respect to z, x derivative is dx, plus I is constant, y derivative with respect to y is dy. So dz value is constant in any example, so you can remember as it is. So dz equal to dx plus I dy. So first in this type of equation we have to first find dz value. So for dz value we have to use this path equation. So from path equation, as the path equation is given in the y variable, so take the derivative on both sides, we get y derivative is dy equal to 0 derivative is 0. So we get dy is 0, that is dz value comes dx. So this is your first step, that is we get dz value. Then this is your integration from 0 to 1 plus I given in which is given in the example, 0 to 1 plus I x minus y plus ix square dz. Then keep this x as it is, ix square as it is, and put the value of y, and this value of y we have to take from the path equation. So path equation is y equal to 0, means the value of y is given as 0. So put this y equal to 0 from path equation, then dz value is dx, and solve this regular integration with respect to x. So x integration is x square by 2, 0 means nothing, I as it is, x square integration is x square by 3. Now we have to see the limits. These limits are in the complex number or complex form, but this is integration comes in with respect to x. So we have to put here instead of this complex number limits, we have to put here x values. So the original limits are, this is the original example with respect to z. So these are the values of z equal to 0. So from this, what is the value of x? And z equal to 1 plus I, what is the value of x? Because we are finding the values of x because this integration comes with respect to x. Hence we have to take the values of x here in the limits. So here z equal to 0 means here while we found the points, here we get the x value. X value is 0. When z equal to 0, x is 0. When z equal to 1, x is 1. So here x value is 0 and x value is 1. So lower limit is 0 of x and lower limit of x is 1. So 0 to 1 x plus I x square dx. Solve this integration from 0 to 1. Put the upper limit x equal to 1 square by 2 plus I 1 cube by 3, that is 1 by 2 I by 3. For 0 we get nothing. So simplifying by taking cross multiplication we get 3 plus 2 I by 3. Then next is, the third is, the next is not given. In this second example we calculated the answer of first path. So this is your next example. In previous examples or in this first A example, we solve the example using one path only. So here in this B example, the paths are increased, that is the two paths are given. So first path is z equal to 0 to z equal to 1, and the second path is along the parallel to imaginary axis. Imaginary axis means your y-axis, regular y-axis, and real axis means your regular x-axis. So the second path is given, the line which is parallel to imaginary axis, that is line parallel to y-axis from z equal to 1 to z equal to 1 plus I. Again we have to take xy points from these two complex points and we get the path equation. So here two paths are given. One path is from z equal to 0 to z equal to 1, and the second path is which is parallel to y-axis, that is imaginary axis, from z equal to 1 to z equal to 1 plus I. So in such type of examples uh, this is your combination of two examples. That is, first solve the example by taking one path, z equal to 0 to z equal to 1. We get the answer 3 plus 2i by 3. Then take the second path, z equal to 1 to z equal to 1 plus I, and solve again, say by same procedure, solve again example or evaluate the integration for the second path, z equal to 1 to z equal to 1 plus I. So z equal to 0 to z equal to 1. This is your integration function plus path equation type example. Then second is again same, integration function and path equation. Now from these 2 points, first find the path equation. So here the points are given, z equal to 1. So z equal to 1 means xy point is z equal to 1. Xy point is 1 0. 1 0 is this. This is you can take as a point O. Then z equal to 1 plus I means comparing this complex number with x plus iy. So we get x is 1, y is 1. So the point is 1 1. So first point is 1 0, second point is 1 1, that is lies in the first quadrant. 1 1 take randomly at this position and join these 2 points, we get the straight line. So the second path in this B example is given as a straight line from O to A. So what is the equation of this OA straight line? So here this is your 1 0 point, this is your 1 1 point. So what is the equation of this straight line which is parallel to y axis passing through the point 1 0? So there is a general conclusion that if this is your straight line, this is your y axis, this is your x axis, and this is your straight line passing through the point, general point A0, then its equation is fixed. That is, this straight line equation will be x equal to A. If that straight line parallel to y-axis and passing through A0, then that straight line equation will be x equal to A. So this is your general conclusion from the geometry. So here this is the straight line passing parallel to y-axis and passing through 1 0, passing through A0, then x equal to A is the equation, passing through 1 0, then x equal to 1. This is your path equation. So here we get the example type as integration function plus path equation, and the path equation is x equal to 1. So now this is your integration, given integration 0 to 1 plus I. So x as it is. Now in this example, the integration is with respect to what? With respect to x or with respect to y? It is not fixed. It depends on the path equation. So you can see in this example, the path equation is y0. So we put y equal to 0 and the integration variable comes in the form of x variable. That is, integration comes with respect to x. In this example, in the second path, we get path equation as x equal to 1. So we put the value x equal to 1 here, x equal to 1 minus y as it is, I as it is, x square means 1 square, that is I. So this comes out, this integration comes with respect to y. So when the path equation is given in the y variable, then we get the integration with respect to x, or that integration comes with respect to x. And in this path equation, the path equation is x equal to 1. So the integration comes with respect to y. So here use this x equal to 1 path equation in this integration, that is, put this x equal to 1 value in this function integrating function. So x equal to 1, x square equal to 1 square, that is this, and minus y and plus I as it is. So dz value, so dz value is dx plus I dy. So as x equal to 1, what is the value of dx? That is, take the derivative on both sides. X derivative is dx, 1 derivative is 0. So put dx equal to 0 here, we get dz equal to I dy. So put here dz equal to I dy. So this integration comes with respect to y. So solve this general integration with respect to y. So here take I outside, which is constant, I into integration of 1 minus y plus I dy. So 1 integration with respect to dy is y, because integration of dx is x. So integration of 1 into dy, that is dy. Integration of dy is y. Minus y integration is with respect to y. This integration is with respect to y. So y integration is y square by 2, because x integration is x square by 2. Then constant integration with respect to x is kx. So here constant is I and integration is with respect to y. So integration is that constant as it is, and dy integration is y. So k dx integration is kx, that is constant into x. So I into dy integration is iy. Now we have to think about the limits. So here limits are from, original limits are from 0 to 1 plus I. So here this integration is with respect to y. So of course we have to take the values of y in the limits. So here in previous example, this integration is with respect to x, so we have to take the values of x in the limits. Hence from original limits 0 to 1 plus I, we get, or we take only x values, x equal to 0, by comparing these limits, original limits 0 to 1 plus I with x plus iy, we get the x values 0 and 1, because we want x values here at the limit position. Now here this is the integration with respect to y, so we want y values at the limits position. So hence the original limits are 0 to 1 plus I, 0 to 1 plus I. So compare these two limits with x plus iy, and we want only y values, not x values, because this integration is with respect to y. So y value is 0 plus 0 I. Y means ith coefficient. Here in 0, 0 plus 0 I. So ith coefficient is 0, that is y equal to 0. In this ith coefficient is 1, so y equal to 1. So we get the limits as y equal to 0 to y equal to 1. Y equal to 0 to y equal to 1. So put the limits, upper limit y equal to 1 minus 1 square by 2 plus I into 1. Then for lower limit 0, 0, 0. We get nothing. So 1 minus half plus I, simplifying, and after multiplying this I to this bracket, we get this term, and I square value we know, I value is root minus 1, so I square is minus 1. Simplifying I by 2, I square value is minus 1, so by taking cross multiplication I minus 2 by 2. So now in this example we get the integration answer separately for this first path as 3 plus 2i by 3, and for second path we get the answer I minus 2 by 2. So now if more than one path equation or more than one paths are given, then evaluate the integration separately for each path, and finally lastly add these two path answers or the integration answers together. Just take the addition of these two answers, we get addition of these two answers, 3 by 3 is 1, 2 by 3 I. Separate out these two numbers or two fractions, I by 2 minus 2 by 2 is 1, and then by cross multiplication, by taking first two cross multiplication, last two cross multiplication, we get the 5i by 6 minus 1 by 2. So here just take the addition of two answers of each path, we get the total answer of this total path. So the first path is from 0 to A or 0 to 10 point, and second path is from 10 to 11. So total path is 0 to 11, and its answer is 5i by 6 minus 2. Next is evaluate the integration from 0 to 2 plus I. So this integration is given along path equation is given. So this equation is of the type, this example is of the type path equation, integration function plus path equation. Again the same procedure from the previous example we have to follow here. So the path equation is real axis to 2 and then vertically to 2 plus I. So here real axis to 2 means real axis means your positive axis, but when we give a real axis to 2, so where we have to start that point. So real axis to 2 means 0 0 point, that is origin, and to 2 means z equal to 2. Here z equal to 0 to z equal to 2, that path is given, and z equal to 0 means 0 0 point, z equal to 2 means 2 0 point. Compare this 2 with x plus iy. So ith coefficient is absent, so y value is 0 and x value is 2. So z equal to 0 is 0 0 point, and z equal to 2 means 2 0 point, which lies on the x axis. So this is your first path from O to A. And in this example, two paths are given, and then vertically to 2 plus I, that is real axis to 2, that is origin to 2. Then we have to go that path from that path starts from 0 to 2, z equal to 2, that is 2 0 point. Then it goes to vertically to 2 plus I. So 2 plus I means this is your complex number, so you can take z equal to 2 plus I, and by comparing with x plus iy, we get x equal to 2 and y is ith coefficient, y is 1. So the point is 2 1 point. So 2 1 point where lies? This is your 2 0 point. So x distance is 2, this is your 2, and y distance is 1. So this is your 1, its half is your 1 0 point, that is 1 1. So here, not here, this is your 2 1 point. Just randomly you can take that point. So if we take the measurement, so this is your 1 and this is your 2 distance, and the point is your 2 1. So this is your 2 1 point. So here in this example, two paths are given. First is from 0 0 to 2 0. Second is then vertically to. Then vertically means we have to start from A to 2 plus I. 2 plus I means 2 to 1. So the first path is OA path, 0 0 to 2 0. Next path is AP path, that is 2 0 to 2 1 path. So same procedure we have to follow that for the each path. For OA path, find the answer or evaluate the integration. For AP path, again find the integration, and then just add these two answers, we get the total answer of that integration along this whole path, that is from OAP. So here first we have to find the equation of this path OA. This is your straight line, lies on the x axis, and all the straight lines which lies on the x axis has the equation y equal to 0. This is your general conclusion. So OA equation, first path equation is y equal to 0. And what is the equation of AP? AP, you can see, if you see this straight line, so this AP straight line is parallel to y axis, and which passing through the point 2 0. 2 0 is the point on x axis. So as we know in previous example, this is your xy axis, and whatever the straight line which is parallel to y axis and passing through the general point a0, then the straight line equation will be x equal to a. So here point is 2 0, so AP equation is x equal to 2. Here a0 point is 2 0, so x equal to 2. This is your next path equation. This is your first path equation. This is your second path equation. Now calculate the value of dz for each path. So first path, let us see. So here we have z equal to x plus iy. Here the function is given in the form of bar, z bar, that is complex conjugate of z. So first we know that z equal to x plus iy, this is your complex number. Then what is the value of z bar, that is its complex conjugate. Just take minus sign for ith term. So z bar is x minus iy. This is your formula, basic formula for complex number. Then we have to calculate dz. So dz is dx plus I dy. You can directly remember this, or just take the derivative on both sides of this z equal to x plus iy. So z derivative is dz, x derivative is dx, I as it is because it is constant, and y derivative is dy. Then first path is y equal to 0. So from this y equal to 0, we get, take the derivative on both sides, dy equal to 0. Put here dy equal to 0, we get dz equal to dx. So put here dz value as dx, then z bar square. So here z bar is x minus iy. Z bar is x minus iy. Now as the path equation is y equal to 0, again use this path equation, that is y equal to 0 value here. So we get z bar equal to x minus I into 0, because y equal to 0 here, first path equation. So we get z bar equal to x. So what is the value of z bar square? X square. So put here z bar square value, that is x square, dz value is dx, and take the integration with respect to x. So now this integration comes with respect to x. So we have to take here x values only. These values are complex numbers, that is these values are for z values. We have to take the x values here in the form of limits. So from z equal to 0, what is the value of x? X is 0. From z equal to 2 plus I, what is the value of x? X equal to 2. Here x is 0, z equal to 0, compare with x plus iy, x value is 0. Z equal to 2 plus I, compare with x plus iy, x value is 2. So we get the limits of x as 0 to 2. So x square integration is x cube by 3. From 0 to 2, these values are for x. These are the x limits. Put first upper limit to 2 cube by 3, or take this 1 by 3 outside, and x cube means 2 cube minus 0 cube means 0. Simplifying, we get 8 by 3. This is your first path equation. Next path is x equal to 2. So this is the calculation of equation x equal to 2. You can remember this equation because there are many methods to find the straight line equation. So here I have told you the general conclusion to get the straight line equation, that is AP equation is x equal to 2. How we get this? The straight line which is parallel to y-axis passing through 2 0, hence its equation is x equal to 2. This is your result, straight line for the straight line equation. Or generally if we know the 2 points of the straight line, which straight line passes through these 2 points, then we can get this straight line equation by using the formula x minus x1 upon x1 minus x2, y minus y1 upon y1 minus y2. And here x1 y1 and x2 y2 are the points. First point you can take this x1 y1, that is x1 is 2, y1 is 0, and the next point x2 y2 is x2 is 2, y2 is 1. So this is your x1 y1 point, this is your x2 y2 point, and by using that general formula you can get that straight line equation. Or you can remember the result directly, because for this equation it consumes the time. Hence generally remember the result, that is straight line parallel to y-axis passing through 2 0 has the equation x equal to 2. Then the integration is this: z bar is your x minus iy, we have to calculate z bar and dz value. Here the path equation is x equal to 1. So here put z bar equal to 1 minus iy. This is your z bar value, and z bar square is x equal to 2. This the AP path equation is x equal to 2. So put here x equal to 2, we get z bar equal to 2 minus iy. So z bar square is 2 minus iy square. Then dz value is dx plus I dy. So as the path equation is x equal to 2, what is the value of dx? X derivative is dx, 2 is constant, its derivative is 0. So 0 plus I dy, that is I dy. So dz value is I dy. So put here I dy. So whole integration comes with respect to y. So hence we want y limits here. So from these original limits we have to find the y values. So this is your complex points as the limits, that is complex numbers. Z equal to 0, take z equal to 1 plus I. So from this z equal to 0 means here y equal to 0, because compare this 0 with x plus iy, we get y equal to 0. Compare this 1 plus I with x plus iy, so we get y equal to 1, because ith coefficient is here 1, hence y equal to 1. Here ith coefficient is absent, so take y equal to 0. So we get the limits of y as 0 to 1. So 0 to 1, because this integration is with respect to y, we have to take from these two complex points or complex limits, we have to take the y values. So comparing these limits with x plus iy, we get the y limits. So y limits are from 0 to 1, 2 minus iy bracket square I dy. So this is your general integration. Take the integration with respect to y. Take I outside, expand this square, a minus b bracket square, a square 4 minus 2ab, that is 4iy, plus b square, that is I square y square. Take I outside, dy. 4 minus 4iy, I square value is minus 1, so minus y square. Then take the integration. Constant integration with respect to y is 4y, because k dx integration is kx. So 4 dy integration is 4y minus 4i, which is in multiplication form, which is constant, write as it is, and the integration of remaining function is integration of y is y square by 2 minus integration of y square is y cube by 3 from 0 to 1. Put upper limit y equal to 1 and then minus lower limit y equal to 0. So 4 into 1 minus 4i by 2 minus 1 by 3. Put y equal to 0, so 0, 0, 0. So simplifying this bracket, we get 4 by 2 is 2, then 4 minus 1 by 3 is 11 by 3 minus 2i. Multiply or take the cross multiplication first. 11 minus 6i upon 3 into I. Multiply this I to this, 11i minus 6 I square. I square value is 1. I square value is minus 1. So this minus 1 and this minus 1 get plus. So 11i plus 6 by 3. So this is your second path equation or second path answer. So first path answer is 8 by 3. Second path answer is this. So just add 8 by 3 plus 11i plus 6 by 3 as the denominator is same, just take the addition of this numerator, we get the total path, total integration answer of the total path. That is, the path, first path is from OA, second path is from AP, then we get the answer from for the path OA, then second answer for path AP. Just add these two path answers or integration answers, we get the whole integration or the given example integration answer as the first path answer first plus second path answer. That is your required answer for this integration along these two paths. Next is evaluate this integration along the line 2y by x. As the x power is 1, y power is 1, so generally if the xy powers are 1, then that equation is of straight line. So this is your path equation which is given as the straight line. So here 2y by x, this straight line where lies in the first quadrant, second quadrant, third or fourth quadrant. So generally y equal to kx, this is the straight line, and its straight line which is passing through origin lies in first and third quadrant, exactly intersect this first and third quadrant in the middle. This is the general equation of the straight line y equal to kx. So this is the same equation is given in this example, that is 2y by x means take this 2 on RHS, that is x by 2, that is 1 by 2 into x. So y equal to 1 by 2 into x. So this we can compare with y equal to k into x, that is k is your constant. So this is again same type of straight line. So y equal to half x means y equal to kx line. So this is your straight line passing through origin, lies in the first and third quadrant, exactly intersect this first and third quadrant in the middle. Now as in this first half part we don't have the path equation, so from these 2 points or from these two complex points we get the path, and then we find the path equation. In the second part we already directly given the path equation, y equal to half x. So now this is your integration function. So what is the value of z bar square? So here z bar is x minus iy So here the path equation is y equal to half x, that is you can put directly the value of y as half x here, or to get the minimum calculation you can take directly this 2y equal to x means x equal to 2y, that is directly put x value as 2y, or you can put y value as half x. So here for half x there is some calculation, extra calculation. So take this x equal to 2y path equation as it is. To have the exactly the geometry or the position of that straight line in the xy axis, we convert this equation as y equal to half x, because this is your general equation of the straight line. So hence we converted as y equal to half x. But for the calculation you can take directly as x equal to 2y, or you can take this y equal to half x as well. So here we are taking x equal to 2y directly. So as z bar is x minus iy, because z is x plus iy, so put x equal to 2y here, 2y minus iy. Take y common, 2 minus iy. This is your z bar value. So z bar square is 2 minus I bracket square, or 2 minus I into y bracket square, that is 2 minus I square y square. This is your z bar square. Then calculate dz value. So dz is dx plus I dy, because z is x plus iy, take derivative on both sides. Dz is equal to x derivative is dx plus I dy. Now we are using this equation. So from this x derivative is dx, 2 as it is, y derivative is dy. So dx value is 2 dy, put here 2 dy plus I dy, take dy common, so 2 plus I into dy. This is your dz value, 2 plus I into dy. Now simplifying this square, then take the integration with respect to y. As the integration is with respect to y, we have to take the, or we have to change these limits from complex limits to y limits. So here these are your z equal to 0 to z equal to 1 plus I limits. Then from z equal to 0, y value is 0. From z equal to 1 plus I, compare this 1 plus I with x plus iy. Ith coefficient is 1, so y equal to 1. So limits of y are 0 to 1, and this is your function. Take this square expansion, a minus b bracket square, a square minus twice ab plus b square, a square 2 4 minus twice ab 4i plus b square I square into 2 plus I y square dy. Then I square value is minus 1, 2 plus I. So this is your constant, take outside the integration sign. So 0 to 1 y square dy. So y square integration is y cube by 3 from 0 to 1. So take the multiplication of this. Just simplify these two brackets by taking multiplication. So 6 plus 3i minus 8i, that is minus 5i, minus 4i square. Minus 4i square means minus 4 into I square value is minus 1. So minus 4 into minus 1, minus 4i square. I square value is minus 1. So this is plus 4. Plus 4 into, put upper limit minus lower limit. So 1 by 3 minus 0 by 3, that is 1 by 3 as it is. Multiply this 1 by 3 to this bracket, we get 10 minus 5i by 3. Thank you.